This is the flag of Liberia. The Liberian flag has 6 red and 7 white stripes going down its side, with a white star on a blue canton in the corner. Liberia is situated in Western Africa and isn't too close to the United States, although the two flags do look very similar and obviously share a similar design. Now, how is this the case? Well, if we look back at history, we can find out why. The two do in fact have a shared heritage, which I'm going to explain. The Liberian Declaration of Independence was signed on the 16th of July 1847 and had 13 signatures. That's why the Liberian flag has 13 stripes. Now, who were the Liberians declaring independence from? They were declaring independence from the American Colonization Society, which was an American society founded by abolitionists and free blacks in America who wanted to send Africans back to Africa, where they thought they would have a better existence than in the United States. Now, at the time, of course, slavery was still legal in certain states in the United States of America, and many people thought that it was better if black people went back to America because the two races wouldn't mix, in their view. The neighbouring country of Sierra Leone was also founded with this in mind, except this was founded by the British. Now, Liberia, the name, actually comes from the Latin, which was Liberia, which means free place, the same root as where the English word liberty comes from. Now, you would think that these free black slaves from America going to Africa, back to their ancestral homeland and mixing in with the indigenous African population would be all sunshine and rainbows and everyone happy. Well, you'd be wrong. What ended up happening was that they accepted a constitution that was very similar to the American one, and they built a society in the image of the American one they left. However, there was a lot of discrimination against the indigenous African population, as the Americo-Liberians, as the freed slaves were called, were often mixed race with white or Native American or Hispanic, and they felt they were superior to the native population as they were Christians. They were quote-unquote more civilized than the native population. And this obviously didn't sit too well with the native population, who rose up in rebellion several times throughout Liberia's history, and this actually continued until very recently. Even in the 1920s, the UN went in and investigated claims of slavery that the Liberian government was engaging in and found that they were indeed discriminating against the indigenous population. In 1980, there was a coup d'etat, which was carried out by Samuel Doe, who was the leader of the armed forces of Liberia against the then president. However, even after this, there was a Liberian civil war in which Doe was captured, tortured, and murdered, and led to the changing of hands again in Liberia, and this has happened quite a few times. So even though the flag represents the liberty, the equality of people, just as it did in the United States, or as it was meant to, hopefully in the future it will reflect that a bit more. Alright everyone, so thank you very much for watching. This has just been a quick video about the Liberian flag and the history behind it, as well as some of the general history of Liberia. Obviously there's a lot more history to it, but this is just a little bit that I thought I'd share linking into the flag. So if you enjoyed this, please do give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to know anything else, then just leave a comment in the comment section below, and don't forget to tune in again next time. Thank you very much for watching.